Okay, in today's video we're going to be testing out this idea of a hardware reset on the i3 CF adapter board. And if you look at the schematic, I don't know if this will show up or not. Oh yeah, there we go. This line here that's going over to the CF's reset input, that's actually coming off of an extra decoded output on the 74138 chip, and in this particular case that's decoded to D1C0 through 7. So any access to that address will effectively put a low on that reset line and re-initialize the CF card. And I have a little basic program. It's the same one that I wrote just about a week ago or so. And I've added in just a couple lines here. Reset is defined to that address. 53696 is the decimal equivalent to that. And we're poking into it a 0. We could poke in there any value that we wanted to, or we could peek it also, basically read it. So either a read or a write to that address space is gonna bring that reset line low. And then before we can do anything else, we got to give just a little bit of time after we do the reset for things to settle down. So that's what this little delay loop is about here. And then after that, we can go in and set up the drive or talk to it in other ways. So let's go ahead and just run this little program. And what it basically does is it just sends out the command for identify, and then we can go in there and actually collect information on it, which is what you're seeing here: serial number, revision, and model number of the actual CF card. So let's go ahead and do a hot swap. That's what this whole reset thing's all about here. So we can reinitialize a card after we've swapped it out without having to turn the whole computer off and back on again. So let's run that program again. And there you go. You'll see we now have a new card being recognized. And we can do that again. We can keep doing this all day, actually, except I don't think you guys would want to hang around that long. Okay, this is interesting here. This happens every once in a while. When you see this activity LED coming on and staying on, it basically is letting you know that the CF card is hung up, and that's really why we need to reset it, because if that ever happens, we can't talk to this card whatsoever. In fact, I'll kind of do a little demonstration of that too. We'll hop into DOS here, and this is drive 2. And first of all, we'll just show that we really can't read it right now. Okay, so it's coming up like I don't see that. And we can go ahead and do a shift reset, which is the ultimate 1 meg will recognize that as basically a request to go ahead and refresh the partition table for the drives. So let's go ahead and do that. I got it set up to do that through a little macro here. And so we just did the partition refresh, but since that light is still on, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to see anything here. Yeah, still basically out of service. So let's go back to basic real quick, and we'll run that program again. And you'll see that when it's done doing its thing, this light should go off. And there we go. And if we hop back into DOS right now, we do a directory, ta-da, it's back. In fact, let's go ahead and hot swap it again. Okay, so this time the little drive activity light did not come back on, so it basically means that we kind of lucked out here. Like when we did this hot swap, we didn't actually bork the drive at that point. So all we really need to do, well, let's just do a directory. Okay, so all we really need to do to correct this problem right now is we just need to do a refresh of the partition table. So let's go do that. And then do a directory again. And you can see that everything's cool. So the hardware reset really only needs to happen whenever you've like completely borked it, you know, like when you do the hot swap in, and it glitches or whatever. Okay. And when it glitches, you've got to do it. You either got to power the thing down, or you got to you know, actually physically bring that reset line low. Now we just did another hot swap. We locked out again. Once again, if I do a directory, we're not going to see anything. Once again, if we do a partition refresh, we should see. Yep. No. No, that was interesting. Yeah. Let's do that refresh again. So maybe. Yeah. So maybe we can't. Well, in fact, it looks like we really can't count on using that line as an indicator of whether we need to do a hardware reset. So let's go do a hardware reset just to make sure this is all going to come back up again. Okay, it looks like it's back. And if we go back into DOS, do a directory. Oh, we'll do a directory. It's probably still. Nope, it's there. I got it. Yeah. So to be on the safe side. Every time we do a hot swap, you really want to do a hardware reset of the CF card, and then you're also going to want to do a partition refresh through the U1 meg as well. So that really should happen simultaneously. Reset and then refresh. And that's it for this video.